Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I have a really easy dessert recipe for you that's going to be perfect for spring and summer. We'll be making my oat crumble blueberry cake with blueberry whipped cream. This cake is such a treat and so delicious, and the best part, it's super easy to make. We're going to start with a basic cake batter. You got your sugar, eggs, vanilla, yogurt. We're going to add a touch of ground cinnamon for a little bit of warmth, fold in lots of blueberries for all the incredible berry flavor. We're going to add an oat and brown sugar crumble on the top, and then once the cake is done baking, we're going to make a luscious, creamy, fruity whipped cream to go on the side. You are going to love this incredible cake. I just love all the flavors and the incredible textures of this cake. Head on down into the video description box for all the recipe details. I have this recipe online with metric measurements, and now let's get started on this incredible cake. For today's cake recipe, I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've lined a 9-inch springform pan with parchment paper. You can also spray down the sides with a non-stick baking spray. We're going to set this aside and get started on our batter. Into a large mixing bowl, add in 1 cup of white granulated sugar, and we'll need 4 large eggs at room temperature, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Use a mixer to beat the sugar and the eggs together for a couple minutes until light and fluffy. Next, add in 1 cup of Greek yogurt or sour cream. Mix that well with the egg and sugar mixture. Pour in half a cup of cooking oil. I'm using canola oil today. You can also use melted unsalted butter. For our dry ingredients, we'll need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and we'll need half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and I like to use fresh nutmeg. Just has really great aroma. Sift the dry ingredients into the wet batter. Mix just until the dry ingredients are incorporated and you have a smooth batter. And now it's time for our berries. I have 2 cups of fresh blueberries. If you are using frozen berries, make sure that they are completely thawed. Don't toss frozen blueberries into your cake batter. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. This will help thicken the berry juices as the blueberries cook. Toss in your berries. Use a spatula to combine everything together. And then transfer this cake batter into your lined pan. And now time for our oat crumble topping. I have 3/4 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I also have 1/4 cup of diced pistachios. You can also use almonds, pecans, walnuts. Pistachios were the only ones I had on hand. We're going to add in half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then it's time to add our butter. I have 1/4 cup of frozen butter. I'm going to use my cheese grater and add that into our crumble. 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And then use your hands and just kind of toss this all together. And then just sprinkle this crumble over the top of the cake. It's gonna have a nice, generous layer of crumble. And that's what I love about this cake. This crispy topping really complements the soft, delicate, and moist cake. My blueberry oat crumble cake is ready for the oven. It's going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Once it's done baking, I'm going to take it out of the pan and onto a wire rack to cool completely, and then we'll make some blueberry whipped cream to go along on the side. Let's make that blueberry whipped cream. Pour 1 cup of chilled heavy cream into a mixing bowl. I'm just using an extra large measuring cup today. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a sprinkle of sea salt, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. And then we'll whisk this together until stiff peaks form. Next, add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of blueberry preserves or blueberry jam and mix those in. I usually let my cake cool for about 30 minutes before slicing in to enjoy. And I actually love this cake while it's still warm. The texture is just incredible. Let me show you what this cake looks like on the inside. Check that out. You have those incredible blueberries on the inside and all that oatmeal crumble on the top. This is going to be amazing. And when you're ready to enjoy the cake, you can add a dollop of that blueberry whipped cream on top and dig in to enjoy. And that's it for my blueberry oat crumble cake. This cake smells so good when it's in the oven. That aroma of the ground cinnamon and the blueberries baking away is just mouth-watering. For the full list of ingredients and the printable instructions, head on down into that video description box and over to my website. I also have all my recipes with metric measurements up on my site. And now let's dig in to enjoy this incredible cake. I'm going to grab some of this creamy, fluffy blueberry frosting. It's so good. You'll just want to eat it by the spoonful. Let's dig in to enjoy. Grab a little bit of that crumble topping. Get some of the blueberries. Oops, lost a little piece. And then enjoy. This simple and easy cake is heavenly. I love all the blueberries here, that light hint of ground cinnamon coming through, and then that crunchy oatmeal topping on the top with the brown sugar and more cinnamon. It's so incredibly delicious. And then you add that whipped cream on top and it's like the cherry on the top. It's the perfect addition and it really complements this simple and delicious cake. What I love the most about this cake is it's so easy to eat. The moist and delicate texture is so light. It's not heavy. It's not too sweet. It has all these incredible flavors and textures. You are bound to love this incredible blueberry oat crumble cake. Thank you so much for watching my latest episode, and I'll see you next time with a new recipe.